Yo, what up guys, it's Ideal, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to master your flesh. So what do I mean, master your flesh? What is the flesh? In this context, I'm talking about your emotional and your physical desires. Your flesh is composed of two parts. The first part being your inner self, which is your thoughts and emotions, and the second part being your outer self, which is your physical body. So pretty simple. When you master your flesh, you're mastering yourself, since it's your inner and outer self that you're controlling. The goal of mastering yourself is to control your actions despite your feelings. In this way, you'll have a healthy inner and outer self, healthy emotions, and a healthy body. However, there are always those thoughts and feelings and urges that you get that hinder you from being able to master yourself. And this is your flesh. Mastering yourself is all about self-discipline, but your flesh encourages a lack of self-discipline for sure. So if you want to learn how to have self-discipline and master yourself, come to the right place. It's time to take back control of the only thing we can control, yourself. Let's start with the inner self, your thoughts and emotions. Your thoughts are everything. They create your whole reality. Be careful what you allow yourself to think and feel. Your thoughts create your emotions, and your emotions create your state of being. This is why people meditate. Unfortunately, most people don't control their own thoughts. They allow their thoughts to consume them and control them. Have you ever heard the saying, your mind is a garden? You have to plant the right thoughts in your mind and weed out the bad ones. This is a constant process, but so is any self-development process. Just gotta be consistent. This channel is a self-development channel. It's all about helping you live a better life so that you can live the ideal life. But don't think you can do these things once and get away with it and your life's gonna be perfect from there on out. Self-development is always continual. It's a lifestyle. The good news is it gets easier the more you practice it, so you might as well just get used to practicing. Okay, back to the topic. Since we're only human, we're all gonna feel negative emotions from time to time. Emotions like fear, self-doubt, depression, anxiety, all those things. Look, it's okay to feel these emotions. The problem is when we let these emotions dictate our behavior. Emotions are meant to be indicators of ourselves, not dictators of ourselves. Attempt to understand the root of your emotions, but never let your emotions lead your behaviors. What does it look like to master your inner self? To feel angry and control what you say to someone. To feel afraid but still act courageously. To feel lonely and depressed but still choose the path of encouragement. When you exhibit these types of patience and self-control with yourself, you're mastering your inner self. Now let's talk about mastering your outer self, your physical body. We talked about mastering your thoughts and emotions first. That's because if you can conquer your mind, you can definitely conquer your body. Don't let your body have everything it desires all the time. That's not good for you. So we all know everybody has bodily cravings and desires. It's a part of our natural instinct to survive. We want to please our bodies. However, we cannot become totally centered around pleasure seeking. We need to practice discipline to have a balance in our lives. Think about it. Look at the way our society views those who overindulge themselves in their carnal and bodily pleasures. These are the people our society labels drug addicts, alcoholics, sex addicts, or porn stars, the obese, the lazy people. Most people aren't bragging about these titles. No one's going around encouraging these type of lifestyles to their family and friends, you know? Also take into account the outcomes these lifestyles typically result in. These are all lifestyles that could potentially lead to health issues and complications. Whether it's lacking discipline in your sexual desires, lacking discipline in your eating habits or exercise habits, the bottom line is these people have not mastered their flesh and therefore have not mastered themselves. It's actually the exact opposite. They've allowed their desires to master them. So in a way, they're prisoners to their own flesh. So we've all heard people say, too much of anything is a bad thing. Well, it's true. This implies that balance is necessary to live a healthy and productive lifestyle. Therefore, we need to deny ourselves our bodily cravings at times, and even submit ourselves to pain and discomfort in order to grow. It's often said that getting comfortable being uncomfortable is the key to growth and success. It's unintuitive, but it's pretty obvious when we look at where overindulging ourselves in our bodily pleasures leads to. So what does it look like to master your outer self? To monitor what you eat and how much of it you eat. To intentionally exercise and regulate your sleep schedule. And to control your sexual lusts. Alright, so how do you master your flesh? You control your thoughts. Like I said before, your thoughts are everything. Your thoughts influence your beliefs influence your emotions determine your behaviors, and your behaviors, well, that's how you're going to treat your body. So it all starts with your thoughts. It starts in a non-physical place, and then it ends up becoming a physical reality. So if you master your mind, you master your flesh. That's the key. Going for the leap of faith. That was fun. Alright, so I went up the trail again, so trying to find my way back to the trail. I think this is a trail, right? Maybe? On the trail again. So in order to take my thoughts captive, I practice different meditation techniques. One of the types that I do is called mindfulness meditation. I sit down and I try to clear my thoughts, clear my head of anything, and I just focus on my breathing, focus on my posture, and when my mind wanders, which it always does, I just bring my focus back to my breath. It really helps me to slow down my thoughts, slow down my nervous system. It's really peaceful, actually. You know, this world's so fast-paced and so crazy. Sometimes we just forget to take a second to breathe. I know I do. Sometimes we just forget to slow down and appreciate the moment every once in a while. Practice gratitude for what we have instead of always trying to get more and more and more. So yeah, that just helps me to just calm down and realize what I have and be thankful and feel peaceful at the same time. The other type of meditation that I practice is called visualization meditation. This one's fun for me because you just basically use the power of your imagination to bring about or to access the power of the law of attraction. I'm sure all of you guys have heard about the law of attraction by now, but I just sit down in a quiet place and I just get to play with my thoughts pretty much. I just focus on the things that I want to attain in life, the way I'd like to see myself, and I try to visualize all the small details. How I've actually started doing it is first, I focus on where I'm at. So I put myself in a place that I want to be. Second, I focus on what I'm doing. So I take where I'm at, I add in an activity or something that I like to do. So now I'm doing something that I like in a place that I like. Third, I add in who I'm with. And I try to just be very specific on, what it looks like, what the smell is like, if I'm by the ocean, which is what I usually tend to visualize. The sound of the waves, the smell of the salt water, the feel of the wind. Maybe there's some animals, I don't know, but something else that I often visualize is, the type of family that I want to have or the house I want to live in and what my kids will look like. But yeah, you just basically put together a picture of the future life that you want. Whatever you want to attract into your life, whatever you'd like to have in the future, you sit down and you just visualize it as detailed and specifically as possible. The more you know what you want out of life, the more life will be able to give that to you. And what these practices really do for me, besides everything else I just said, they actually teach me to speak positivity over myself. Learn to intentionally speak positivity to yourself. Then your beliefs about yourself will change, your actions towards yourself will change, and then your life will change. Oh God, bugs. Bugs flying in my eyes. Anyways, the more you learn to love yourself, the more you can love others actually. And the better you treat yourself, the more you're gonna wanna treat yourself better. Everything about you starts with your own thoughts and perspectives about yourself and the world you live in. So when you have thoughts and perspectives that are gonna make you feel good and empower you, then it's easier to have the confidence and the motivation to make the changes in your life that'll improve your life. I just want you to know that you're not your emotions. You're not your flesh. You are your mind. So whatever you tell yourself in here, that's who you really are. Because whatever you tell yourself, that's what you're gonna act on. And then that's what they say, like, you are what you do. Well, no, you are what you think, and therefore when you think something, you do something. It says in the Bible, actually, a man is as he thinketh. Straight up. You gotta add the ith on there too, because it's all biblical and stuff, so you gotta be all righteous with it. Thinketh, So next time you get those negative urges, those negative emotions that you feel about yourself or about other people, tell your flesh to shut up. Next time you get those thoughts that you don't want to wake up and do a workout, or you don't want to wake up early, or you don't want to eat right, or I'm about to just punch this person in their face, or whatever you feel like. Whenever you get those feelings, stop. Control yourself. If you can control your mind, you can control your actions. Your feelings do not define you, and they do not control you. You don't have to act off your feelings. Letting your flesh rule over you, it's only going to lead you to destruction in the long run. A good rule of thumb to remember is this little saying: if you suffer some now, you'll benefit more later. But if you benefit some now, you're going to suffer more later. Ladies and gentlemen, the benefits of discipline and delayed gratification. Do what's hard, and you'll be proud of yourself later. If you do what most people won't do, you'll get what most people won't get. Well, alright guys, that's the end of this video. I hope it benefits you. My name is Ideal, and this is my channel, Ideal Life Productions. By the way, follow me on Twitter, Ideal_living. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram, Ideal Life Productions. And if this video helped you, share it with somebody. Share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, share it on Twitter. Also tell me what you thought about it. Leave some comments in the comment section. Let me know if I'm onto something, I think I am. If you have any ideas on how you control your thoughts, or how we can control ourselves and master ourselves, tell me. I'd love to have a discussion about it. These videos are not me telling you what to do. These videos are advice and discussion topics for us to have conversations. So also feel free to check out my blog. These videos go along with the blogs that I write. So the blog is idealideasblog.com. Go over there and check out the written article that I wrote about this. So the purpose of these videos is just to bring you information that can help your life. So that's all I want to do. I want to help you improve your thinking, help you improve the way you look at the world, so that way you can improve the way you approach the world. That changes the way you act, and hopefully it improves your life. Like I said before, it all starts with your thoughts. So anyways, leave me a like, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you like the stuff that I'm bringing. Yeah, that's it. So hopefully you subscribe to my channel, you follow me for the journey. If you like hiking, and we're always talking about things that actually matter in life. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Control those thoughts.